What is up, y'all? Willie Beeman here, bringing my 2K17 wish list. This is going to cover all kinds of different topics over 7 different videos. So if you want to click on the screen right now, you can check out any of my other videos, or you can click on the complete 2K17 playlist to check them out all in order. Anyway, let's get this thing started. Alright, the topic I'd like to cover in this video is Pro-Am. So this one's kind of a special one for me just because I really enjoyed Pro-Am, but I definitely understood why people didn't play the game mode. And I had 8 points that I kind of want to go over. So point 1, 2, and 3 are incentivize the game mode. Make it where people want to play it. So 2K16, you know, somebody's like, hey, you want to play Pro-Am? Like, yeah, sure. So we go in, we play Pro-Am. If it's not my team, what am I getting out of the game mode? Basically nothing. You get VC out of the game mode. You get, if you win the game, you get like 950 to, around that much VC. But at the same time, if I want to get VC, I can go to the park and win just about that same amount and get rep in the same amount of time, unless the other team quits. This is assuming the other team plays the entire game. Or I could even go to my career and make more VC than that a lot quicker. There's no incentive for me to play right now. So that's number one. They have to incentivize the game mode if they're going to keep it in the game. Alright, number 4 is going to be the ability to match play against friends. This one's really important because Pro-Am, there's a ton of times whenever we've tried to match up against friends, and you have the go-arounds where both people press the play as a team button at the same time, and you're able to make that work. But at the same time, there needs to be this ability to play against friends. We had that with Rec, so that should be there for Pro-Am, especially Pro-Am. I don't understand why they didn't add that, but I know it was a new game mode, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And number 5 is going to kind of build upon that. 2K needs to create some tournaments and leagues for teams to get into that are sanctioned by 2K. I play softball. I'm an adult, so that's kind of my sport now. But we have, Sunday night leagues where we play a couple of games every Sunday night. We have tournaments, that come up all the time that we play in. And it's really fun to have that kind of like weekly thing, especially with your homies, that you play with online. You come together, once a week. You can say what's up. I play a lot of 2K, so I get to know a lot of people on there. They're kind of my friends, so it'd be kind of a cool way for us to come together every week, even though we may not play like the whole week in the park or something like that. They could do something where maybe they have some VC or special MyPlayer clothes or something like that to incentivize us to kind of join the leagues. So maybe like, just for playing, you get some kind of MyPlayer clothes, and then you get some VC for taking like first, second, or third, or maybe there's all kinds of different ideas to incentivize the tournaments and leagues. But I think that would be really fun. And I actually know of a guy who runs a 2K Pro-Am league, which is kind of funny because you can't play against friends, so they're having to do this matchmaking system to try to go around. But I know he's really been pretty successful with it. I think he's had like 8 to 16 teams in it every season. I think he does like 2 or 3 week seasons where they have 7 or 8 games that they have to play during the week. They basically just find each other online, and then they play their games. And he actually records all the stats and everything. I mean, it's amazing like what he does on his little site. So 2K needs to have something like that. That would be really cool. We could have MVPs and everything. Number 6 is going to be decrease the defensive abilities of the computer. It's crazy. They were talking about how they were going to nerf the computer from 2K15 to 2K16. Well, I didn't see that at all. So their pass defense is just ridiculous. I feel like I have pretty good timing on passes, but the computer just puts it over the top, man. You can't throw anything by them. You have to really watch your passes whenever the computer's playing, and it shouldn't be like that. If somebody goes into the Pro-Am with the computer they should expect to have a pretty terrible player on their team. We should be, you know, rewarded for having a full team of MyPlayers. I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to play my career. I'm trying to play Pro-Am, so I don't want to play against computers. You know, it's super annoying having to play against a computer, especially if he's guarding you, because the computer plays like Kawi Leonard guarding Kevin Durant. I mean, that dude does not leave you alone. You could totally run off screens. You could do off-ball screens. I mean, this guy sticks on you, so it's difficult to play against computer, and it shouldn't be that way. Their help defensive IQ, they should just drop down their awareness. It should be ridiculous. Like, they should suck, if you ask me. But that's just kind of my opinion. Next point is going to be decreasing the amount of fouls in and around the paint. It's just way too easy to get these foul animations. And I don't know if it's either the foul animations or the sliders or the combination, but that needs to be fixed, and it'd be nice if they gave us kind of an additional way of maybe standing still and pressing triangle, just jump straight up. Or maybe standing still and, you know, maybe we have a secondary button on our controller instead of the triangle button to go for a block. That actually just contests the shot and doesn't really go for a block. You know, it's more of like a safe play type of deal, like where the guy has a better chance of making a shot and you have less of a chance of actually picking up a foul. So that would be really nice to have. I don't know if they can pull that off, but you know, defense has been the same 2K through 2K, and I know this year they added all the pass buttons on offense. You know, they give us a few more like options on defense, some different ways to play defense. That would be kind of nice. And the last thing I want to cover is the ability to kind of assign our team, you know, our team positions, and like who takes out the ball and who calls plays on offense and defense. There's a ton of times where, you know, we've wanted somebody to be the point guard, but he gets stuck as the shooting guard or the small forward because we're running 3 point guards. Or, you know, maybe I want to run the defense as a center, but the point guard wants to run the offense as the point guard. That would be kind of nice. That would fit most of the teams I play with, just because I'd love to be able to call, you know, certain defenses. That would give us a little bit more of a range of kind of flexibility and things like that. But anyway, that's kind of all I wanted to cover for Pro-Am. There's several other things, but those are the main things I think that they really need to focus on. But if you have any other, you know, things you want to talk about Pro-Am, or, you know, even 2K17 at all, you know, throw those things down in the comments below. And if you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't subbed, hit that sub button below. And check out my other 2K17 playlist or videos. I have 6 others. And you definitely want to check out my next video on the MyCourt and Blacktop changes that should be made. But anyway, this is Willie Beeman, and I'm out. Thanks.